Hi, welcome to the I Am Her podcast. I'm one of the podcast hosts, Abigail.
And I'm Kylie, and this episode is the third and last part to our Hot Girl Summer Glow Up series. And today we're going to be talking about the energetic glow up.
And this might be probably my favorite portion of this, and I just want to say you know so much about this, and I have learned so much about energy and spirituality from you, and I'm so blessed to know you and grateful for you for teaching me. And so y'all are lucky. This is a person who knows what she's fucking talking about.
Thank you. I love you. Thanks for seeing me, and thanks for being part of my journey.
Of course.
This girl's got me through and supported me every step of the way. And honestly, the whole energetic glow up thing, I feel like it's a practice. Something that I do want to say before we start is that all of this is not about reaching a destination of being glowed up. It's about the process, it's about the practice and the journey of showing up in love for yourself, and that's where the glow up happens. It's in the becoming, it's in the being. It's not something that you just reach, it's something that you practice, and it shows up throughout your days, and you can see yourself glowing as you're growing. So I want you to note that it is about the journey, and it's about you embodying it right now, and it's not about hitting a certain point, because it's what we can put into practice, and that's where the glow comes from, is from that practice.
Yeah, and that just goes with anything. You can't, and it's not gonna happen overnight too. You're not gonna wake up the next day and be like, oh, my energy is perfect. But yeah, everything is a practice, and I think taking time to slow down and enjoy the practice of it, enjoy learning and the small little wins, because all of those will take you so far.
It is about all of the little things in the middle of all of it. And so let's talk energy. Let's talk about the energetic glow up and how we can step into that and really show up in that practice for ourselves so that we can glow right now. Because the way that you show up for yourself, it sets the tone for how others show up in your life.
I think one of the first things you can do, in order to have good energy, you have to take care of yourself, and you have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, people notice. I don't know about you, but I can tell when someone doesn't love themselves.
Yeah.
And it shows up. If you are being mean to people, chances are you probably do not have the best energy. I think taking care of yourself, taking time for yourself, and making sure that your body is taken care of, your mind is taken care of, that is the first step to having good energy, because people pick up on that, and people know when someone is confident and knows who they are and is firm in who they are as a person.
Yeah, 100%. The way that you show up for yourself is the foundation for everything. And I can tell when somebody doesn't love themselves, not in a hateful way. It shows.
Yeah.
And so when you do put in that work to show up for yourself, whether that is physically, emotionally, spiritually, and collectively, all of them together, it shows. Your energy that you just naturally carry when you're showing up in the practice for yourself, it beams. It speaks without saying anything. Your energy is just outwardly showing that you are pouring into yourself. And that's what we want. That's what we're here for. That's what we're trying to do. And I also do want to say that if you are questioning whether you love yourself, but you're trying to love yourself, you already do. If you are trying to love yourself, you already do. So know that.
Yeah, I think even if you're here listening to this podcast, you do love yourself, because you're actively taking steps to work on yourself. Even if you're just listening to this, give yourself a pat on the back, because that is step one, thinking I want to glow up, or I want my energy to be better.
Yeah, because obviously you care. You care. So how do you show up in that? What are some actions that you can take, and how can you pivot your mindset to aid you in this self-love journey, in this glow up? The frequency that you function at is what flows in. So function from a place of love and showing up for you, and more things are going to flow in that benefit you and that serve you and that align with that energy of you showing up to do things for yourself. Like the universe will match that energy is going to be matched, and that flow will come in when you put forth the effort to show up for yourself in the ways that are important and helpful and healthy and beneficial to the evolution and the embodiment of you.
Yeah, and the universe knows when you love yourself and when you really do and you know what you deserve, and you speak into the universe like, I know what I deserve, I know what I'm worth more than this. The universe will be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna give it right on to her because she knows what she has, and it's not gonna give you something that you know you don't deserve. But if you're kind of sitting here like, woe is me, like, oh, I'm not good enough, blah blah blah, then the universe is going to be like, okay, I guess that's what you get, that's what you're expecting.
Right.
But if you expect higher for yourself, because I'm telling you right now, you deserve more, you are capable of so much more than you think you are. Like, your potential is unmatched. You have so much potential. Like, people always, and I do it too, sometimes I give myself less credit than I deserve, or I think, oh, I can't do that, or I shoot lower, or I settle. But we should never settle. Like, we deserve the absolute best, and when you know, you're like, I want nothing but the best. Like, I want the absolute best. I don't want to just have like mediocre. No, I want amazing. The universe is going to give that right to you.
It will be given right to you. And you said something about speaking it out there. That's actually one of the first things that I wrote down is language, because the words that we use are so powerful.
Yeah.
What you speak is what is, and also what you speak is probably what's going to continue to flow through your mind. So choose to speak in a loving way to yourself. Choose to see things in a way of everything can be beneficial to you, because even like the shittiest things that you go through can be so fundamental to the evolution and the growth that you experience.
But like you said, speaking things out there, affirmations have helped me so much. And one of my favorites is like, I get princess treatment from the universe, and I'm a successful podcaster, I speak with clarity. Like, I say all these things, and even if they're not completely true, like, the more you say them, the more you believe them. And your brain doesn't know the difference, actually. So your brain is already believing that, and you are manifesting that to come through. And when you say these affirmations, it almost makes you excited. Like, I have this ritual that I do where I say my affirmations, and then I listen to some like main character moment like songs, and I visualize my dream life. And I don't cut myself short, I don't settle for anything. I'm like, no, my absolute dream life, I visualize it and I see it, and I know that it's gonna happen for me. It may not be right this very second, but like, me knowing it's gonna happen, it's going to.
Yeah, your knowing of that is going to flow that energy right back in. All of the things that you're putting out there that you want are going to be delivered to you, and it might not be in the way that you are seeing it play out in your head, and it might not look at all the way that you want it to, but that gift, that thing that you're looking for achieving, it will be delivered, because you're putting yourself in that frequency of receiving.
Yeah.
And the knowing that you deserve that. And so speak to yourself like you do. Put those words out there like they're real, and you're spot on. You hit the nail on the head. Your body, your brain, it doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's fake. What you tell it, it's going to believe. So feed it something that's gonna help you feel better. Feed it something that's gonna push you, that's gonna make you feel great, that's gonna help you see the beauty and get you excited for the momentum of showing up in the practice of this.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is it makes you excited. Like, when I do it, I'm like, ooh, like, it makes me like feel some type of way. I'm excited because I know that's what I deserve, and the universe listens to you. Don't sell yourself short, ever.
No, don't ever take it from me. I have kind of settled in some ways, and then like after a while I notice, okay girl, what are you doing? You deserve so much more than this. And so I decide, okay, you know what, I'm done. I do deserve so much more than this, and I put that out there.
One thing that I think takes your energy to the next level is being comfortable with who you are and being your authentic self. And I also learned that from you. Like, when you are authentically you and you show up as yourself, and you have we all have insecurities, but you're not making yourself small or hiding parts of yourself to please other people or to make other people feel more comfortable, that will take you so far. Like someone like that, which you come to my mind, someone who shows up authentically you every single day, no matter what, like that is beautiful. And you have such a beautiful energy. And that is, I think, a big part of why, because you are you and you're not afraid to be who you are. Doesn't matter who's in the room.
Thank you for seeing that in me. And yeah, it is though, because authenticity is so magnetic. It is so magnetic. Mm-hmm. Life is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be playful. It's supposed to be loving. And if you're not being authentic, you're hiding part of yourself. And if you're hiding part of yourself, it's probably because of fear or judgment. And so to show up authentically, you can practice sitting in self-acceptance. And what that looks like is really like, you could do that meditation or just practicing mindfulness. Mm-hmm. Simply sitting there and accepting where you've been, accepting what you've done, accepting where you are without looking at it in a judgmental lens. Just letting it be what it is, and also acknowledging all of the beauty about where you are, and show up anyway. And mm-hmm. and it's scary. It's scary as shit. I have put it into practice trying to show up as me for a while. It's been in the works for a few years. And it's terrifying, especially if you're a born and raised people pleaser like I was. Like, I lived to please other people. I lived based on who was in my environment at that time. And so I had to like really pull back and spend some time alone and spend some time getting to know myself and practice curiosity about me, about my feelings, about the thoughts that would come in, and really sit with all of that and allow her to just exist, even in my own company, because that's where it started. I didn't just like outwardly come out and be like, oh yeah, this is me, I'm suddenly confident and authentic as fuck around everybody. Like, no, I had to practice like showing up as me, even alone, because the truth is, like, if you're hiding yourself around other people, chances are that you might be hiding parts of yourself even in front of yourself. Like, you might be hiding from you. So be honest, be truthful, and let yourself look at all of the versions of you that do exist, and know that they are all collectively serving a purpose. And if it's not beneficial to you, then maybe like sit with curiosity about that. How can you improve? Or how can you hold some space and give yourself grace and move through that and work through that and show up more authentic? Like, it takes time, but it's magnetizing as fuck.
It is. No, you're so true. Like, I mean, that's so true. Like, when you aren't ashamed, and like, our flaws are also what makes us beautiful. Like, having good energy doesn't mean being perfect or always being happy or always being very outgoing. That's not what good energy is. Good energy is, it comes from within, and it's not a show. It's not something to perform. Like, you have to be authentic. And if certain people bring out a side of you that makes you want to not be yourself or not say the things that you want to say or stand up for yourself, those are not your people. No one should ever make you feel small or make you feel like you have to hide parts of yourself. And if you notice that happening, pay attention to that feeling and who you're with when that happens, because you should never do that. And it doesn't matter who it is. Pay attention, because don't spend your time around people who make you want to hide yourself. You should never ever hide parts of yourself for other people.
That is actually something so big, because when you're giving your energy out to people who don't necessarily deserve all of the energy that you have, all of what you have to offer, you're limiting yourself. You're putting yourself in a place that is too small for you. And it can be hard, because sometimes you either love that person, you care about it, that's a friendship, and like the breakage of whatever that connection is might hurt. But also, you deserve to feel safe, and your body deserves to feel at peace when you're interacting with people and building connections and trying to show up in this world. And if you're having a conversation, or if you're in a situation with people and you feel your body close off and you feel that shut down, I mean, use your discernment. Know if you're running away because of discomfort and this is something that you need to sit through, or recognize when it's time this is not safe for me to be present as I am. And that's how you know this person does not deserve all of the energy that I have to offer. And maybe it's not as simple as like a clean cut, you're cutting that person off forever, but maybe just like be more reserved and pull back. And it's okay to say no. It's okay to not always go out and hang out with people and give all of yourself and your time to people who do not create a safe place for you to be all that you can be. And as hard as it can be to pull back from that and to let go of relationships, it is so freeing to be in a place, even if you are alone or with less people or different people, because you can show up authentically. And what it comes down to is the safety that you feel within yourself to present as you want to. And I actually have an example of this. I've been talking to this guy for the last little bit, and I'm just gonna call it out how it is. I watched my body shut down from the beginning a few times when I would try to be authentic, when I would try to speak my truth and take up my space and just be me. And I noticed over time, I would close off more and more and more. And it did not feel safe. I felt like I was walking on eggshells. I felt like I was overthinking everything. And it was so loud and clear that this relationship is not where I'm supposed to be. I don't feel safe to be authentic. If I don't feel safe to be me, this is not the place I want to be. Because no. I cannot glow. I cannot elevate if I'm already too much as I am. How can I grow? How can I step into more? Like that's not possible. So you have to be very aware of who's around you and notice when there's an energy vampire present, and maybe they're not an energy vampire, but maybe they're just not a safe place that you can be all that you can be. So if you feel yourself close off or you feel some type of way, listen to that. And you might not run with it the first time. I certainly don't, but listen to that. Because it's very important.
Yeah. I say first rule about your energy is protect it. Your energy is so sacred, and to give it out to people who don't deserve it or who from or people who suck the life out of you, they don't deserve your energy. And I think it's really important to make sure that you set boundaries. And like you said, you don't have to say yes to everything. I spent my whole life being a yes man, thinking I had to say yes to absolutely everyone, make sure everybody is happy, and kind of just like be the peacemaker. And that sucked the life out of me. I was exhausted. It didn't matter if I laid in bed all day, I was fucking exhausted. You can't do that to yourself. You have to protect your energy, and you will know if something is meant for you or not. If you want to do something, go do it. And if something feels off, or you don't want to go, or you know that you need to take that time to rest and take care of yourself, do that, and don't feel any guilt about it, because your energy deserves to be protected as well as you.
It does. Be selective. You deserve to be selective about who's in your life. And I'm going to give you a little example. Imagine there's a cup of water, okay, and your glass is full because you're an abundant baddie, and you're talking to somebody whose glass is half empty. And you know what they do? They're so negative. They're not seeing things in a enlightening sense, and so water is slowly like seeping out of the bottom of the cup. I don't know, maybe they got a hole in there or something, but when they talk to you, they're getting something from this energy exchange. But the more that you overgive, you're dumping out into their cup, but baby, they got a hole in their cup, so you're just gonna give and give and give and give and give, and then you're gonna be left empty. But when you're with somebody who is a safe place for you to be all that you can be, who gives you energy back and doesn't just take it from you, it's like an overflow. It's like an abundance. Imagine a full cup pulling into a full cup. Like it's just gonna overfill, you know. And you want people who are going to give you energy back. You want somebody who's going to give you love and peace and acceptance and support for everything about you.
Yeah, that was so well said. And another tip that I have is to stop obsessing about how people are perceiving you. Because when you are so worried about how everyone is seeing you in that moment, you don't even have time to be real to yourself or be who you want to be, because you're so focused. It's almost like you're being an actress, like you're just kind of performing because you're so obsessed with how people are perceiving you. And one thing about people who have great energy is they are curious about other people. They genuinely listen. Like, I know when I talk to you, you are truly like taking in what I have to say and you're listening.
Always.
And I don't ever feel like I'm too much or that I'm saying too much. And that's because you have good energy. Good energy people are curious about others. So take the time to really listen to people and genuinely care. You know, don't just do it for show. Like, if you love someone, really listen to them and hear what they have to say. Because when you stop focusing so much on yourself and kind of take that microscope off of you, and you're actually like taking in everybody else and really caring about other people and wanting to hear what they have to say, and with new people too, like, I think that is one quality about people who have great energy is they are great listeners and they, you know, they care what you have to say.
Well, and I think a big thing that about that is because those people are willing to grow connections. You know,
Yeah.
they're genuinely looking for connections and relationships that benefit everybody. You know, it's not just I want this relationship because you serve so much purpose in my life. You do so much for me. No, like it's an exchange. It goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
And also to be able to have the capacity to do that for people, you have to create a safe place within yourself first. It all comes back to you. And ultimately, your glow up is glow uppy when you decide to choose yourself. That's when it all happens. And it starts internally. And the internal work expresses outward. And we've done an episode on the physical glow up, and we've done it on the mental health, and now we're doing the energetic, and they all tie together. But ultimately, it starts within. And if you want to be that kind of person for somebody, you have to be able to be that for yourself. And so you have to create a safe place within. And the biggest thing that has helped me with that is practicing mindfulness. It really does come down to that. Practicing self-acceptance, practicing curiosity. And even like with meditation is not about quieting your mind. It's... Is that a package?
Yeah, it's just a package.
Okay, I was like, who's here? Meditation is not about quieting your mind. It's about creating a safe place internally for you to feel what you need to feel, because to feel is to heal. And so practice that. Work on facing your shadows. Work on sitting with the uncomfortable feelings. Work on practicing curiosity for the things that you are feeling and your reactions to things. You know, create a safe environment internally so that you can be present in those relationships, so that you can be curious about other people. Because if you don't have that safety within, it's all going to be superficial. At the end of the day, you're going to be seeking comfort or safety in another person. And while that might help, and yeah, you can do that, it's not going to get you as far as taking the time to show up and practicing being that for yourself. Because you have a forever home right here. In your body, within yourself, that is a forever home. So treat it like it. Take care of it like it is your home. Because you deserve to feel that love and that safety and that security. And with that, you'll be able to present yourself in relationships and when you meet new people and in those connections in such a healthier way where you can hold space for that other person and genuinely build something with them, because you have a stable home. You have rooted yourself deeply within yourself and you are secure there.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And I think one way that you can create a home within yourself and be secure is to tap into your passions and focus on them, work on yourself, do what makes you happy. And like, it can even just be hobbies that you want, or focus on your career. But when you're focused on yourself in an upward motion and thinking about how you can improve yourself and doing the things that make you happy and being who you are, tapping into those passions, what drives you, what wakes you up in the morning, that will create a place so sacred for yourself, because you will know who you are. Like me, when I tap into my passions, when I do what makes me happy, do my hobbies, things like that, it makes me love myself more, first of all. And it is like a home. It's like no matter what happens at the end of the day, I have myself.
Right.
And that's beautiful.
Well, and the thing about hobbies is that like you're being playful. You're creating, you're doing something, and that is such a big part of it. That is such a big part. Like, life is supposed to be enjoyed, so be playful with it. Romanticize the little things. Seek out the little glimmer moments in your day. Maybe that's writing a poetry. Maybe that's going for a walk. Maybe that is just the sunlight coming in your window. I don't care. Find the little glimmers. Pour into your hobbies. Move your body. That's something that I wanted to talk about too, is the movement, because I want you guys to focus on movement to feel and not to prove anything. Show up in the practice of moving your body with appreciation for what you can do, instead of trying to achieve something or try to prove yourself or trying to become something else. Show up with appreciation for what you can do right now, even if that is in the hobbies or in the movement. Show up in that.
And remember that this is your life. No one else has to live your life but you. So why would you do things to appease other people when they're doing their own lives? You deserve to live your life. If it doesn't make sense to anyone else, that's okay. It only has to make sense to you. It is your life, and make it exactly what you want it to be.
Yeah, and the real glow up happens when you improve your mindset. And so do that for you. Just be kinder to yourself, and put the words out there that you want to have come back.
When you put good energy out there, good energy, I promise you, will return right back to you.
Oh, it is. The law of attraction. I can't speak too much about it. I'll dive in, and maybe we could do a little episode about that. Let me know, comment if you want to hear more about that, and I will embed my brain with some information. But you attract things by being. And so whatever you want to bring into your life, ask yourself, how can I show up to embody this frequency that I want to come in? Show up in your movement, show up in your practice, show up in a loving way of talking to yourself, and creating a safe place internally. And really put your efforts into taking care of you all around the board. Fueling your body, fueling your mind, and
yeah, no, you covered it. That was good.
And
period.
Yeah. Also, with everything that we're talking about, I want to say, stop rushing yourself, stop chasing. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, and every chapter of your life serves a purpose. And know that if you keep showing up to love yourself, you're going to experience it. You're like that energy, the energetic reward of you showing up to take care of you will show the universe that you are willing and deserving of so much more, and that will flow into your life. And the more you focus on the beautiful things about that, the more you focus on all the ways that things are working out for you, the more you're going to see that. The more they're going to start peeking around every corner. You're going to open a door and you're going to be like, oh wow, I see that. And then you're going to go meet someone and you're going to have an interaction and a conversation. You're going to be like, oh wow, like I see that. It's going to come in from every angle because you are showing up to incorporate that into your life. You are proving energetically that this is important to you, and it's going to be given back 10 times fold.
And you can sit there and you can know, I called that in. That is my doing. Like, all these beautiful things are happening because of me, because I'm putting good energy out there, so they're coming back to me.
And it works like that.
Yeah.
And with it also, practice a little bit of staying grounded. That helps me so much. And the easiest way for me to get grounded is to get outside, to go put my feet in the water, in the dirt, to go hug a tree, to go get scratched by a tree. I don't care. Just put me out in nature.
This girl always outside.
I am.
Trust.
I definitely am, because it grounds the fuck out of me. It helps me see how much beauty is in right now. Because when I go outside, I am so small compared to the mountains and the trees and all of the wildlife around me, and everything is so magical and beautiful just for being. And I want to be a part of that. Like, that's the kind of life I want to live. I want to be magical and extraordinarily beautiful and spectacular
Right.
just for being me.
Yeah.
And that's why I love it. So yeah, go outside, practice creating that safe place internally so that you can be at ease and have a home, have a forever home within you. And like, you know.
And one good way about being outside is barefoot grounding. Like whenever I can, I love to barefoot ground. Like put your feet into the grass. Like you were saying, put your feet in the water, like, and feel nature. I think that's another quality about people who have good energy. And I was thinking about this yesterday when I was like coming up with my notes. I was like, what is one thing that like people have in common who have like great energy? And it's people who are like really outside in nature, and that's you. Like you're always outside, which I love. Like if you have the chance to go outside and just be free, do it. It also is such a good way to clear your head.
It is, because it brings you into the present moment, and that is something that I can't believe I didn't bring up until now. Practicing presence, because right now is a gift. Right now is everything, and being outside puts me into it like that. I mean, like, yeah, sometimes I can get in my head, or sometimes I might be out and I catch myself on my phone while I'm in the most gorgeous place, and I'm like, oh,
what am I doing?
What am I doing right now? Why am I not like here? Right? So practice presence, and also gratitude, because gratitude is one of the highest frequencies. When I was putting so much effort into trying to raise my vibration and be a better person for myself, gratitude carried me so far. And some days I would start in the morning, like let's say that I was just depressed. I was going through like a depressed episode, and I mean like for months I would just be kind of sad. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna incorporate gratitude. I'm gonna force its way in there, because gratitude is not just like casually roaming around my brain right now. I have to intentionally go out of my way to put it there. So I would start my day off in the morning, and I would say on my way to work, wow, I'm so grateful that the sun is out. I'm so grateful that I have a job that pays my bills. I'm so grateful. Like I would literally out loud list the things that I'm grateful for, even if it felt like I was digging for something to put out there, because the more that you do that, the easier it's gonna go. The more you focus on what there is to be grateful for, the more you're gonna see that. And so that was something that I would do. I would also, at the end of my days, I mean, I would swap back and forth. This isn't like you pick what works for you. But also at the end of my day, sometimes I would just whip out my journal, and I would write down on the page every little thing that I was grateful for. And it would be some of like the dumbest little things that you wouldn't even think about. I'm so grateful that I have a stovetop to cook my food. I'm so grateful that I have a warm pillow, or a cold pillow if that's what you prefer. Like, write it out, speak it, bring those thoughts to your awareness, and be intentional about them, because it will create a flow of that. And when you're in gratitude, when you're living in gratitude, that is like abundant as fuck, because you're putting out there that you are so blessed. And what you are, when you're blessed, those blessings just keep coming in. Like, what you are is what you attract. So be intentional with the way you speak, be intentional with the way you move, be intentional with the relationships you have. Even if that's severing because you know that person is not safe for you, or they're draining you, or whatever it is, be particular. I mean, what did I say? Be selective. Be selective, because you deserve to have that safety, and it starts within. So show up in the little ways for yourself, and know that as you're showing up, you're glowing up. The more you show up, the more you're gonna glow up. They go hand in hand. So choose you, because the more you choose you, the more the world is gonna see, oh, this girl loves herself. Oh, this girl shows up for herself. And it's not hard to tell, because your actions, your daily actions that nobody sees, have such a big impact on the way your energy just expels outward.
And you can't be sad when you're grateful. When you are focusing on all the good things, it's really hard to be sad, because you're like, wow, look at all these beautiful things in my life. And I have a gratitude journal, and every morning I write down 5 things that I'm grateful for. And sometimes mine are stupid, like how yours. Sometimes I'm like, today, you know what I wrote? I'm really grateful for Starbucks cake pops, because those are freaking good, okay?
Love them.
Like,
Also, I'm so sorry. I'm about to contradict you a little bit.
Oh, no, you're good.
Because I think you can be gratitude and sad at the same time. This man that I was talking to, this man-child that I was talking to, I'm gonna just say it out there because that's what it is. Severing that was very, very saddening. And also, because I severed that, because I cut that off, so many blessings and so many confirmations are coming in that I am just in such a place of gratitude, and I feel like everything is happening as it should. Everything is in alignment. Even up to this point, even this pain is a gift for me to evolve, for me to learn more about it. And so you can be gratitude and have a saditude. It's okay. But also be intentional about the gratitude being there, because if not, the sadness is just going to take over, and then you're just going to be a saddie. And you're a baddie, so let's find some gratitude, babes.
No, you're right. And I think a lot of times, even in bad situations, there is a lot to be grateful for, and there's always something good that comes from everything, if you find it. You have to look for it sometimes, but there is always the light at the end of the tunnel. There is always the silver lining. It's there. You just have to look.
You have to find it. Yeah, what you look for is what you're going to see. So choose to see the beauty. I made it my life's mission a few years ago to see the beauty in everything. It was hard as hell. It was so hard because I had to sit there and look at the most awful situations that I've been in and some of the most heartbreaking moments and be like, okay, so how is this beautiful, you know? But with time and with practice, it has become a natural part of me that is forever embedded into me, and I will be the person that sees the beauty in the most bullshit of shit because I worked at that. And know that it might be uncomfortable, and life isn't just blissful. You're not supposed to be on a high all the time. Like, all of our emotions coexist. They all help us learn something. They all teach us about ourselves. And it's about focusing our energy and our attention onto what matters. And if you're listening to this, it seems that what matters is you. So show up for her. Show up for her even when it's hard. Show up for her even when it hurts. Show up for her even when you don't want to. Because that right there is what's gonna glow you the fuck up. And it's not about the glow up. It's about you deciding, I choose me. That's what it's all about. The glow up is not a destination. It is a practice and a journey of showing up in love for you. And if you've made it to the end of this series or just simply this episode, you already love yourself. And hopefully some of the things that we've shared can be incorporated into your life, and you take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But you deserve to be at peace with yourself. You deserve to show up authentically, and you deserve to beam. And when you decide, I choose myself, and you start putting one foot in front of the other, taking one action at a time, one day at a time, and showing up for yourself the way that you can, it will show. And people cannot miss that. People cannot miss that. And with that being said, your glow, that light that is beaming from within you, it might burn some people because, well, you're a light. You're bright as fuck, but you're gonna inspire others. Don't let that burn diminish your light. Let yourself keep glowing. Keep showing up in that. And you're gonna feel so different just in the action of showing up and practicing, shifting your mindset into a loving and careful caretaking way.
And like we said at the beginning of this episode, when you choose yourself and you love yourself, people notice, and that's what brings out the most beautiful parts of you. And when you know who you are, you will shine. Like you said, you will beam. And everyone who's listening right now, just know you are beautiful. You have beautiful energy. I know that because you're here, and I can just feel that because we want to build a community of people who are like-minded, who want to grow, who want to be the best versions of themselves and be magnetized and put out good energy into the world and receive it as well. And chances are you are one of those people. And we just want to thank you so much for being here, because this podcast means so much to us, and we just want to help people and bring everyone to I don't know what I was saying.
Yeah, we want to create a safe place for everybody and build a community of empowered women who see their light and who see the light of the sisters around, because we need more love on this planet, and let's share that. This is me sharing what I've learned, and my words might not always come out the way that I want them to. I might get in my head and second guess and overthink. And even with that, I'm going to be so real. I feel like I struggled a lot through this episode. Thank you for listening. And this is me still showing up authentically. And I want you to do the same. I want to be a safe place for you to feel like you can show up authentically, for you to show that you love yourself, for you to show up in love with yourself, and let me support you. Let us support you. And let's grow together. Let's love each other. Let's love ourselves together.
Yeah. And I just want to say, I know you felt like you struggled, and that's valid, but I actually learned so much from you just sitting right next to you. Like, I actually created this whole master plan so that I could get her details so I could learn. No, but like, you were so well spoken, and I know you felt like you struggled, but I'm telling you, like, I learned so much just from sitting right next to you.
Well, and you know what? I think that some of the things that I'm talking about might need to be might be a reminder actively for myself. Anything that I talk about on this podcast is something that I've either still working on, have worked on, have learned from, and or still incorporating into my life. I'm still growing. I'm still learning. Are you kidding? Life is about the whole journey of learning. I'm right there with you guys. Okay, I'm not like up here preaching to you guys. I am sharing so that we can all grow together, and I'm struggling through it too, clearly. So just know that you're not alone. You're not alone. And if you want a community, join us, please. We love you, and that's what we're here for. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Thanks for being part of our fam.
Yes, we love you guys so much, and have the best week ever. We will see you next week.